Hi everyone, it's Amy from Beyond Motion, and I get a question an awful lot about food prep and portions and what do I do, or people asking or commenting that they could never do the food prep that I do for the bodybuilding contests that we participate in. And it's really easier than I think a lot of us realize. And so for me, food prep takes all the guesswork out of what am I having for dinner or lunch, yes, and also makes me feel more relaxed about the week, knowing that we're working pretty late, coming home by about 8 o'clock and not really wanting to cook dinner every night. I know some people do every single night, but honestly, we don't. And so when I food prep and I put things in individual containers, not only does the food stay fresher longer because each portion is its own container, but I know what it is I'm actually eating. And so I use a food scale. I've tried a lot of them, and actually this particular Cuisinart that I got, at Bed Bath & Beyond is the one I like the best right now, and it actually comes with a very large bowl if you're doing ounces and things inside of a bowl. But as you can see, I roasted some white potatoes and I have some asparagus here, and I actually made scallops for some of my meals this week. So in this little container right here, I have 4 ounces of scallops and a whole bunch of asparagus that has nothing on it but a little salt. And then in a separate container, this is actually 4 ounces of white baby potatoes. Actually, I think they were the red baby potatoes. And so I just tend to measure everything out individually and try and get it as close to whatever my portion is for the time being. So if I'm looking to be at about 4 ounces of something, sometimes it's right on the money, sometimes it's a little less or a little tiny bit more, but it gives me an idea of what that actually looks like. So when you go to a restaurant, or if you're cooking things at home and wondering what the right portion is or what it should look like, this is 4 ounces of the potato, 4 ounces of scallop, and 4 ounces of asparagus. Now, what does that look like on a real plate? Well, if you're using a gigantic Pottery Barn plate, it's going to look like not very much food. But if you're using a normal size plate, and actually what I coach a lot of my clients to do is to use a lunch plate, so that gives you an idea of how full the plate can be and what it looks like to have an actual portion of something rather than having a very large plate where all the food looks really, really small. I know a lot of restaurants like to do that to us, but conversely, it makes everybody feel fuller longer if they feel like they're eating more food, so a smaller plate and actual portion sizes can really help you do that. And I'll show you a picture of what it looks like on an actual plate. So I hope this gives you an idea of what's actually attainable, what an actual portion may look like. One of my favorite tools to use, other things that I use all the time when I open a drawer, hopefully it's really not too messy. I use measuring cups all the time, and I use measuring spoons all the time. So those are things that I use to help me stay on track and really figure out what an actual portion is and how much I should be eating at that moment, and what my clients need to do as well. So grab your utensils, head to your Amazon or Bed Bath & Beyond or Sur La Table, Williams-Sonoma, wherever it is you go, Target, grab some of those key pieces and really figure out what it is you're putting in your mouth, and are you eating as much as you think you're eating, for the good or not so good. All right, stay tuned for more stuff coming up, and I hope you're all having a great Sunday. Bye.